welcome you to the Power Circuit. This program about the Nigerian power sector is proudly brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This is where we get you to know more about key milestones and scorecards for the sector. I'm your anchor, Amara Agogesi, and here are the headlines in today's episode. Minister of Power commissions 132-33 kV mobile substation in Ibadan. TCN launches transmission line reconductoring projects in Kano. And in Rivers State, officials of TCN engage youth to key into the company's campaign against power transmission infrastructure vandalism. You will love it as you stay with us. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, has commissioned the 132-33 kV mobile substation at the Eleyele Transmission Substation in Ibadan, Oyo State. This significant milestone marks a key step in the implementation of the Presidential Power Initiative championed by FGN Power Company.
According to a statement by Bolaji Tunji, the Special Advisor, Strategic Communications and Media Relations to the Minister of Power, this new substation with 63 MVA power transformer will significantly improve the transmission wheeling capacity by 50.4 megawatts, directly benefiting households and businesses in Eleyele and its environs. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, stated that the commissioning of the mobile substation was a testament to the government's commitment to delivering reliable and sustainable power to the people of Oyo State and Nigerians. He also said the substation, along with other equipment undergoing installation under the pilot phase of the PPI, represents a strategic deployment aimed at improving the transmission capacity constraints by over 1,300 megawatts across the nation. Mr. Kenny Anwe, Managing Director of FGN Power Company, said by strategically deploying these mobile substations, the government was addressing critical infrastructure gaps and enhancing the power system's capacity and reliability.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has launched the line reconductoring project in Kano to improve power transmission reliability across northern Nigeria. Let's have the details.
The project involves upgrading the aging Kumboso-Dakata 132 kV W-circuit transmission line. It has been a major bottleneck affecting supply to key industrial hubs like the Dakata Industrial Zone and the upcoming Walalambe transmission substation in Kano State. Speaking about the project during the site handover, the General Manager, Transmission Services at TCN, Engineer Ali Sharifai, who supervised the contract site handover process, noted the key impact the project will have upon completion within 12 months.
We know there is an Enugu in 2023 that they were giving the Kumboso Hadija line for them to reconduct. So while management is undertaking, the user department now informs the management that it's like there is a missing link on that side, which is the Kumboso Dakata, and it needs to be done for those energy to be evacuated.
Engineer Sharifai noted that the Dakata area is significant and therefore requires a higher carrying capacity line.
The management agrees, and then we invite the contractors, of which Mr. Empire Vibes was lucky to be the contractor that was selected, who is going to carry out that reconductoring of the line. Why it is very important is that if you look at that site, Dakata itself now, the energy that we are having there, the capacity, is so enormous that the 2 lines, if you give, it will not be enough for it without reconductoring. So we are not talking of Adeja, we are only talking even of from here to Dakata. And if you remember that Dakata is now turned out to Walalambi, and it will soon be commissioned. Walalambi has 80 MBA while Dakata has 275 MBA. So if you look at it as megawatts, it's almost over 200, which is very enormous to the line. So that's why the need for this reconductor.
Other key transmission line projects are being delivered by TCN in Kano, according to Engineer Sharifai.
Adeja line should be going in concurrence, so that at least by the time we finish, we know the diversion of the energy going to that side, which will now give management also the power to see how the Walalambi will be commissioned. Walalambi also is involved in the PIP, so we are hoping it is going to be commissioned in the next 2 years at maximum, because the PIP is from 2025 to 2026 to 2027. So we have these 24 months for us to see the lights. So and we will not sit and fold our hands, since we have the opportunity for us to see these projects are executed.
In his remarks, the General Manager Transmission for the Kano region of TCN, Engineer Bashir Mohammed Gote, appreciated the coming of key officials of TCN from the TCN corporate headquarters in Abuja to witness the site handover. The team from TCN and the contractors then signed papers for the project, signaling the formal commencement of the Komboso Dakata 132 kV transmission line reconductoring project in Kano State. Following the formal signing of the project contract papers, the TCN team led the contracting firms to the switchyard of the Komboso transmission substation, where the projects were commenced from. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Kano Region, and the Kano State Ministry of Land and Physical Planning have reached a pivotal agreement to resolve legal disputes that had stalled the Komboso Rimi Zankara 330 kV transmission line project. The meeting, held on July 21, 2025, was convened by the ministry to address litigations surrounding land ownership and compensation, which has significantly delayed progress. Under the terms of the agreement, the Kano State government will compensate individuals whose cases remain under legal consideration and provide alternative land to affected parties. This resolution removes the final obstacles to the project's completion. TCN is optimistic that the agreement will accelerate work on the transmission line, which is critical to improving electricity infrastructure and supporting industrial development in the northern part of the nation. The development is a major breakthrough in the ongoing efforts to further strengthen the national grid.
Just after this timeout, the power circuit will continue. Please stay put.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives. Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, I mean, take it. But you don't know the kind of business. I mean,
Business is business.
okay, my guy. That's you. I mean, let's finish this game. I mean,
Real money. And there's a big market for it.
wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail. Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve.
Real money.
I can't. See this man. I can't.
Even you.
Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid.
Come here. I beg you. Please, Oga. I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
In fostering its enlightenment campaign against vandalism and the sabotage of power transmission infrastructure, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, organized a community sensitization program for youths in Ahada East and Ahada West local government areas of Rivers State. TCN is ensuring that everyone and every community is involved in tackling the menace of vandalism and the encroachment of power transmission lines right of way across the country.
The sensitization program, which took place at Ibu Ehuda Ahoda Civic Center, was to enable TCN officials in the Port Harcourt Regional Transmission Office to educate the youth on the role of community youth in the fight against vandalism of power facilities traversing their community. Over 100 youths from 19 communities attended the event. In an interview at the venue of the sensitization, the General Manager, Transmission for the TCN Port Harcourt region, Engineer Emmanuel Akpa, emphasized the importance of the role youths play in the fight against vandalism.
In every plan, you should have alternative B. So having done the other one, having tried the other ones, so we felt that the best is to go to the grassroots and be able to talk to the people and then talk to them. Even if it is whipping sentiment, let them know the importance of all this, the importance to the government, to the economy, and to them themselves. Let them know that this is their own. It is their own, and that's why we are here. Of course, we've been doing this, and we'll be doing any other system or method. We feel that it's important, but it is good to let them own this as a responsibility.
He further cited the prolonged outage in Bayelsa State due to vandalism of TCN towers along the Ahoda to Yenagoa transmission line, which resulted in 20 towers being vandalized in July last year.
When I was posted here on June last year, precisely 29th of June, we had this collapse of 20 towers. So that they welcomed me. That was actually what they welcomed me to River State. So for exactly 4 months, we worked to make sure we bring that thing up. It has been a really bitter experience. I don't think anywhere in the country, in the Federation, where I had that kind of colossal loss in terms of revenue, loss in terms of a lot of things. So that is actually why we are trying to see that what to be done to avoid that kind of situation in the future. And that's why we are here. The line that is feeding Bayelsa passes through Ahoda. Even this power that is coming is not even feeding Ahoda. It is feeding Bayelsa mostly. You see, so it's only some part of the river state, that is being fed from Ahoda substation that are affected anytime there is an issue. But Bayelsa, 100%, that's the line feeding them. And that's why they are most hit when we had this kind of crisis.
Engineer Akpa urged the youths to take responsibility for safeguarding power installations in their communities.
There should be more than 400 towers within this axis, because this line is fed from Aloji. From Aloji, it gets to Owerri. From Owerri, it gets to Ahoda. From Ahoda, it gets to Yenagoa, which is Bayelsa State. In every plan, you should have alternative B. So having done the other one, having tried the other ones, so we felt that the best is to go to the grassroots and be able to talk to the people, and then talk to them. Even if it is whipping sentiment, let them know the importance of all this, the importance to the government, to the economy, and to them themselves. Let them know that this is their own. It is their own, and that's why we are here. Of course, we've been doing this, and we'll be doing any other system or method. We feel that is important, but it is good to let them own this as a responsibility.
The program also had interactive session where youth representatives and community development committee chairmen from various communities took turns to ask questions and pledge their support for TCN's cause.
Just like what we have discussed here today, the most important thing for the safety of the tower is the surveillance. And the challenges they have spoken, they have discussed, more especially the employment issue, because there are idle man in the devil shop. So if DCM can come up by employing our boys, I believe by special grace of God, everything will be okay.
It's a welcome development that by His grace, we've been able to have a personal contact with the transmission company today here in Ahoda town, and with the Ekpe communities that are along the transmission line. The youth president, the community CDCs are all here with us today, and from what we heard from them, it is a welcome development, and we've been able to discuss as a people, and I've also mapped out the way forward of ensuring that these vandalism comes to an end. Like the suggestion we gave to them, we said the best way and the way forward is also to see how we can, they should try as much as possible to see how they can make up a surveillance team, people who will be there to secure the transmission lines as to avoid these vandals. We have also been able to let them know that most of this vandalization, the vandalization itself, is not caused by our people, because this transmission line has been there years back, and this issue of vandalization has also been there. But because of people that infiltrated into the land, they have come with this idea of this thing is important, we must make use, we can make use of it, and they have gone as far as vandalizing the line. And our people too have not folded their hand within this period. They've been in one way or the other been of help to the transmission company by arresting and taking them to the police.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The management and staff of TCN proudly celebrate our MD CEO on his conferment as Fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Procurement Engineers, a division of Nigerian Society of Engineers. This honor reflects your unwavering commitment to excellence, integrity, and due process in all procurement activities at TCN. Congratulations. We salute you, sir.
Here is a highlight of the reports we brought to you again. Minister of Power commissions 132-33 kV mobile substation in Ibadan. TCN launches transmission line reconductoring projects in Kano. And in Rivers State, officials of TCN have engaged youths from various communities to key into the ongoing campaign against power transmission infrastructure vandalism. The Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN has provided editions of the power circuit for access and knowledge enhancement through the TCN YouTube channel. We urge you to support TCN by connecting to all its social media platforms. For Facebook, like TCN via Transmission Company of Nigeria. Please follow TCN on X, formerly Twitter, by searching for @TCN_Nigeria. You have information on the go on Instagram when you click TCN_Nigeria. TCN officials always welcome your observations and comments. Kindly send them by email to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information about the company's activities, go to the interactive website www.tcn.org.ng. There is also an information site www.tcnnews.ng where TCN keeps you updated about power sector activities. Please, let's keep the support for TCN going as you guard against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers and substations in your locality. Also report all suspicious moves to vandalize or sabotage power transmission assets to TCN officials or security operatives and formations near you. I am Amara Agugesi. Thank you for your time with the Power Circuit.